Hello, Mike House here. Today, I'd like to talk about purpose. Have you ever heard this quote? There are two great days in a person's life. The day we were born and the day we discover why. I first came across this quote while watching Denzel Washington's movie, The Equalizer. I thought it was a pretty good quote, even though I couldn't fully relate because I didn't know my why at the time. In fact, I didn't discover my why until last year. Now, purpose, it can mean different things to different people. For me, it's simply the reason God created you, period. In July 2016, I wrote down the following. Discover God's purpose for my life within 1 year of this writing. Now, this is proof that writing down goals is critical to one's success as it was fulfilled in my life, give or take a month or two. And my purpose is pretty straightforward. To help others reach their full potential by using my God-given gifts and talents, one being speaking. And when it hit me, I was somewhat surprised because I had been operating in this capacity in one way or another for a while. The problem that I had been facing for so many years was I was equating purpose to my job. Have you ever done this? I didn't fully realize that one could be on purpose even on a job they're not crazy about. For example, I once had a team at work, and on a quarterly basis, we would review book summaries on personal growth and development. And on one occasion, we reviewed a book called Mindset by Carol Dweck, D-W-E-C-K. And Dweck discusses the difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. That was a great activity, as we learned much. In addition, I was responsible for creating an African American affinity group with the objectives of recruiting and retention, engagement and networking, as well as community outreach. Now, out the gates, we hit them with great programs like Perceptions in the Workplace, as well as discussing the state of Black Cincinnati. Now, engaging in these activities brought much fulfillment as I was making a direct impact on an entire organization. All along, I was on purpose, but I didn't realize it. Now, I share this with you because, just like me, you could be operating in your purpose, but you're overlooking it because you're expecting some grand reveal. And that just might not happen. And it might be staring you right in the face. This is the key. Take the focus off of self and place it on serving others. Now, this can be hard because our nature is selfish, right? But in order to get more, one must give more, with sincerity, of course. Now, one of my favorite quotes is in Rick Warren's classic book, The Purpose-Driven Life. It's actually the first line. It's not about you. Reflect on that. And ask yourself, what can I do to help somebody else? If you don't know it already, you're one step closer to discovering purpose. Thanks for joining.